From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Today, it's the home opener for this new season. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He won the Triple Crown last year. Average, home runs, RBIs. You just don't see that very often. He's amazing.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, his last outing, he only pitched into the second inning. Didn't look comfortable, never got into a rhythm. The key to this game today, can you get comfortable and can you get into a rhythm? The stuff has always been there. I'm looking today to see if he can just give us a better performance. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Here's Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, right fielder, number 50.
And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, Harold. It's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's hitting just south of 300 in April. Fouled back. A runner at second, nobody out. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Betts Rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, no surprise to get an RBI single early in the game. They are hot. This team is on a winning streak. I'm telling you right now, I don't know who's going to slow them down because once again, they're off to a good start.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Forsythe. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Into the second deck and gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Fourth home run here in the early going, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Batting fifth.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Into the box now, Manuel Diaz. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from the Bronx. It's 3-0 Chicago. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, you're already down 3. You can't worry about that. Still play with your game. You got a lot of baseball left. Get maybe 1 inning. Chip away. Try to get at their pitcher and get your team right back in the game.
Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's the standard. I mean, you talk about big year, 25 wins last season, so you know he's bringing the full arsenal. He's the top shelf. He is the guy that you look at and say, this is who I want to be. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed standard baseball.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees, designated hitter, Gerard Dyson.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together. And I'm looking at one right now. Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup and he stayed right on it. He just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though. Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Batting second.
In is Christian Yelich. In previous duels with DeGrom, hitless in 3 at-bats. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there. And you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Christian Yelich becomes out number 2 this inning. Standing in, Mike Schmidt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Therefore, it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still down 3-0.